be chill. Just be chill. Just be you. Just be you and be chill. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta be, all right. Hey guys, my name is Jay Gulani and I manage a team of wedding filmmakers averaging about 32 weddings a year. You can take a look at our work at rajphotovideo.com where we have about 100,000 views every year with no ads. So in this video, this is going to be a no-nonsense 70-200 f2.8 Mark II review. That's a mouthful. But what we'll do in this video is we'll perform a weight comparison between the f4 and the f2.8, those predecessors that came before it, and then we'll dive into a minimum focusing distance test just to see how well it can focus close up. For my use case, we get really close up shots on our 90mm macro to get those really crispy, ring shots that we need for our wedding films. So I'm hoping to replace the 90mm macro if the 70-200 is as good as people claim it to be. So now let's dive into the unboxing and we'll take a look at the weight. So here we got the 70-200 2.8 Mark II. All right, so let's open this thing up. Let's see. Open this up. Comes with a little neck strap. And here we go. Fresh out the whip. Comes with an aperture ring, so you can dial in your aperture. I think this is declickable, maybe? Well, there it is. Oh yeah, that's the let's get the ASMR. Oh. You can declick it, get that nice and smooth. Let's see. Oh, we got that red G master. There is a moving part on the lens, so if you shake it, you can barely hear it, but it's a very small moving part in there. All right guys, so for the first thing, we're gonna weigh this. We're gonna weigh the f4. So I'm gonna move these guys out of the way. We're gonna work with this guy. All right, looks like 2 pounds. Let's go in grams. All right, so here we got 969 grams. So on the 2.8 Mark I, we are getting 1557. Okay, so now on these Mark II, we're getting 1144, 1144. So it's definitely lighter, but let's see how it feels, right? So when I'm holding these lenses, I'm gonna be honest, let me turn this off. When I'm holding these lenses, the 2.8 feels very similar to the f4. So almost like if I put the f4 on my camera or this 2.8, this feels literally identical. So you pretty much are getting what I think this should have been when you go to a 2.8. This one is much heavier. You can definitely feel it. You can definitely feel the big difference. At the end of the day, if you already have this and you have a tripod or you have a monopod, like you should be fine. But if you're a photographer and you need to walk around, like this is definitely lighter, it's gonna help you. I wanna take a look at the minimum focusing distance of these. For this test, I'm gonna be busting out my watch. So we got this Movado watch. It's a little dusty, so please don't judge me, but I'm gonna zoom in a little extra. Whoa. Okay, switching from the Movado to the cufflinks. Let me get a close-up of those cufflinks. I think I would get another shot of those cufflinks here. Here I'm just gonna tap to focus. And it looks like it's having a difficult time focusing. It's like trying to look for it. So if I tap the Movado logo, it's looking like it's having a difficult time trying to find focus. And this is me just tapping it. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna switch over to manual focus. And in manual focus mode, it looks like maybe I was just a tad too close. So it looks like from a minimum focusing distance standpoint, like again, it's a 70-200, it's not a macro. So you can't really treat it like a macro. Little unfortunate, but okay. So this is where it actually kind of looks pretty cool, is you can actually just stand a little further away and get kind of a 200mm shot. You do have to be very steady, right? You have to be very steady, or because at 200mm, any movement you make, you'll see it. So that's the one kind of drawback is, yeah, you're at 200mm, but you can get a tack sharp focus doing that. and you get really nice bokeh. Like, I mean, it looks gorgeous. The whole background looks completely like smooth, but I just wish there was a better minimum focusing distance on this. Almost like I wish it was like a macro, frankly, but it's not. I'm just gonna crop in a clear image zoom. And so this is pretty much like, instead of 200, I think it's like 350, really, really tight. And so this is helping me pull my focus a little bit better. I can see it's very sensitive to any movement. If you use clear image zoom, your minimum focusing distance becomes less of an issue. So if I take, for example, get this shot here of a nice panning shot coming down, this works. So if I go ASPC mode with a clear image zoom, I don't think I have any issues. It feels almost like a macro. I don't feel any issues with focusing when I do this. That's good to know. It's almost like, oh my God, look at that. This feels like a macro. Ooh. I apologize for the scratches. I don't usually wear my watch. So you saw how long that took. Right now I'm gonna switch over to the macro. And I'm not trying to sell you anything, really. At the end of the day, I just wanna see like what's easier. And you know, as a wedding filmmaker, it's like, you gotta move very quickly between things. So you gotta get your shot. With the macro, like I know what I'm gonna get. It's very easy, I don't have to think twice. I can kind of like just quickly get my, again, this is 2.8 as well. And it's also very light. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like you can't get this with that 7200. It's so easy for me to pull focus. Like I get the shot that I need in like almost no time. This macro is actually really good. Just have to be a little bit more steady. Gosh, this looks really nice. And so if I wanted to get that moving shot as well, I don't really have to worry about minimum focusing distance with this, but I can get a nice moving shot. Very easy. I didn't pull that focus that well, but okay. Well, what did we learn today? We learned that the macro is an undisputed champion at being a macro, which is good to know. We have the 7200 2.8 Mark II. It is lighter. It can be used almost like a macro only if you crop in using clear image zoom, or you can use ASPC mode. That'll help alleviate the minimum focusing distance that's required. All right, well, thank you guys. I don't put out a lot of these videos, so let me know if you like this video, and I'll continue to make them. Once again, check us out at rajphotovideo.com or follow us at rajphotovideo on your favorite social media platform. Give us a comment, give us a like, whatever, support, however you feel. I appreciate you, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.